What, oh what can I make with all this leftover turkey? Turkey pot pie, of course. Welcome to Help at Home, your resource for great recipes and easy learning. I'm Jim Hightower. Today we're making a delicious turkey pot pie to help you dispose of all that leftover turkey. Of course, you can freeze your turkey as well. Grab your pen and paper, here come the ingredients. 2 to 4 cups of leftover turkey, the amount is your preference. 1½ sticks butter, 3/4 cup flour, 1 teaspoon salt, ½ teaspoon pepper, 3½ cups chicken broth or chicken bouillon, 1½ cups milk. Other tasty ingredients include 2 small 12-ounce bags of frozen mixed vegetables, a 32-ounce bag of diced hash brown potatoes. Now, the amounts are up to you, and you'll see as we go along. It's personal preference all the way. You'll also need a double recipe of the butter crust pie dough, cut the sugar to about a pinch, and raise the salt to about 1 teaspoon. We're going to start off by making our gravy, and you just melt your butter, and then stir in your flour and seasonings. My butter's melted, and here goes my flour, salt, and pepper. By the way, I upped the salt to 2 teaspoons because you're going to be flavoring not only your turkey, if it wasn't well flavored, but your vegetables and your potatoes, which suck up a whole lot of your seasoning. You need to make sure that you melted your butter on low so that it did not scorch. Stir in your flour, and also if you're thinking, well, Jim, I've made gravy before, or sauces, and you start off with a small skillet or a lower pan. Well, don't count me out yet. There's a method to my madness. You'll see later. But you stir this up, and if you've never made gravy before, it's a whole new experience. It's just this flour and butter goo. Your goal is to cook the flour here. You want it to bubble, not exactly boil, so if it starts boiling, you need to keep turning it down. And cook it for about 1 minute or 2. You're cooking the flour so you don't have a sauce or a gravy with that floury taste. That goes for all sauces. Okay, it's been cooking for about 2 minutes, bubbling there, and here comes the fun part. I've got my broth and my milk all stirred in together, and you just pour it right in and stir it up, and it can become a lumpy mess. So what you do is you grab a whisk. Here's a handy whisk, and you just make sure that your flour's all mixed in. Go ahead and turn this up to at least medium, because you do have to boil it this time. Stay right over it and stir it kind of constantly as it starts to boil and thicken. And you really only cook it for about a minute or 2 once it starts to boil. Naturally, if you had a homemade turkey broth from your turkey bones, this would be a total turkey treat. But chicken broth works just fine. And I can feel it starting to thicken up. Since I'm making such a large batch of this gravy, I needed this bigger pan. And the method to my madness also was that I'm going to pour in my chicken and vegetables to heat it up a little bit. You want to let this gravy get very thick because the moisture from your frozen vegetables will thin out your gravy a little bit. So there you go. We're bubbling, and you just let it go for about a minute. Keep stirring. You don't want to scorch it. And don't worry if it seems awfully thick, because that's the goal. I keep looking at the microwave clock so I know when it's been a minute. Okay, that is a minute. I'm going to turn that off, and then we're going to taste this. See, it's a nice thick gravy. That's pretty darn yummo. Slap your mama good with my other hand. At this point, it is over-seasoned, but just wait till you get those vegetables in there. By the way, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. I've turned my burner back on to low, and here goes 1 package of vegetables, and my handy trash is right there. Here goes my 2nd package of handy vegetables. And there goes my turkey. And, you know, if you don't have enough turkey, you can absolutely mix in a little bit of chicken. Now see, that's looking pretty good. Then, I'm going to put in half a package of these diced hash browns. And then I'm going to see what that looks like. We like the hash browns. I'm going to go whole hog. Alright. In my refrigerator, I have my 9x13 pan. I sprayed it, or you could butter it. I rolled out one piece of my pie dough, and you can always stretch it out. Here we go. You just fill it up. Start with part of it. See how high it comes up. You might have a little left over. You could make some individuals. Your kids might enjoy that, or you might enjoy taking one to work or something. Look how yummy that is. Then, my secret prep, I have my top crust all rolled out on my rolling pin, wrapped in a paper towel, and in the refrigerator, because the butter crust will get soft on you. You roll it across like that. You'll have extra. It's no big deal. Push it down. Lift it up, push it down. Real simple. Get your handy pizza cutter and cut across there. Cut it across here. See how fast that goes? Cut across here. And cut across here. Now, it's okay if it doesn't completely reach to the very edge, because this crust needs to breathe so that it will cook. Get you a nice little knife here and make some healthy little vents here. That will also help your crust to cook. The vent holes are very important. That's all there is to it. Into your oven, 400 degrees, 30 minutes to an hour. Watch it and make sure it doesn't burn. 30 minutes for sure. Here it is just out of the oven, and this is what 45 minutes looks like. Those air holes definitely help. And it's nice and brown. Let this cool for about 15 or 20 minutes. Serve it up, and it'll be just yummo. And depending on how many people you feed, this size should last 2 or 3 days. So there you go. If you like this recipe for delicious turkey pot pie, which could also be chicken pot pie, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and share with your friends who like to cook or just want to learn how. Drop me a line in the comments below about your experiences with this recipe and what else you'd like to see in the kitchen. Click the bell in the top right hand corner for notifications. I'm Jim Hightower, and remember, everyone needs help, even me. 2 small bags of frozen mixed vegetables. These say 12. We're going to start off by making flopper. And then you come to the edge and roll it out. And if it looks like it's... Oh, I did it the wrong way here.